So what and all we'll be learning in this course? So basically, initially we'll be learning about introduction to machine learning. So that is what this chapter deals about. So it is not a much big chapter when it comes to when it compared to other chapters. But whereas this is very basic and we have very small content in this. So it is like complete basic introduction to machine learning, which includes this particular video itself at the very beginning. And next, again, as I was mentioning before, here we'll be learning about introduction basics, which we already finished. And next, we'll be seeing about next we'll see about applications, and finally we'll be discussing about what exactly will be our programming and what are the maybe little fundamental libraries which we'll be working on. And next, in the next chapter, we'll be learning about basics of Python. So Python is the programming language which will be dealing into our course. So all the projects, everything will be executed with Python. Hence, Python is necessary for this project implementation with respect to whatever machine learning models we'll be learning. So same learnings will be implementing using Python. So hence, our next chapter will be dealing with respect to basics of Python, where we'll completely start from scratch. So a person who is not at all familiar with the programming language itself is need not to worry about it. So like in the next chapter, we'll start dealing with right from basics. So we'll have built till briefing about what exactly is a programming language, why exactly do we need a programming language, and power of programming language and flexibilities, and also why we are choosing Python as our programming language to create our machine learning models. And finally, we'll be creating the same project. So everything will be learning with respect to the next part or the next chapter. So after that, we'll be dealing with applied statistics. Okay. So again, for understanding a machine learning model, we need a few fundamental statistical things. Okay. So again, we'll just brush up with all the basics over there. So we'll understand the basic statistical applications, and also these algorithms will use some kind of formulas which will be used for evaluating the prediction. So for example, we have like logistic regression, and also there is many things. So all these algorithms will come under that. So we'll be seeing like few of the probability and all with respect to statistics, like what exactly is statistics. We'll go with not much deep into it, but we'll have many few number of sessions in this chapter with respect to understanding about probability. Okay. And we'll be having like few more concepts like conditional probability, and also we'll be seeing about hypothesis testing and also interferential statistics. And mainly we'll be working on probability distribution. So again, there are many probability distributions. We'll be dealing with mainly three types. So binomial, Poisson, and normal distribution. So again, in detail, we'll be seeing what exactly these distribution are in the particular chapter, and then we'll be moving on with EDA. Okay, so EDA basically we'll be dealing with what kind of extra tools which we will be dealing. So basically here it will be just the data set coming in, and we will be analyzing using Python. Again, in Python to analyze all this statistics, applying statistics or any kind of learnings. So and all, so those things will be using some kind of libraries. Okay, so again, we'll discuss much in detail when it comes to this EDS. So very basic fundamental overview we'll be having. Okay, so like again, like EDA is basically in our application. We'll be seeing more about uh, pandas. Okay, so pandas, how exactly will be so that will be our environment development tool. Okay, so again, we'll be working on different types of tool with respect to Python also. So again, as we progress more into Python chapters, we'll be dealing with at least one or two programming. So one as interactive editor, sorry, interactive development environment, and also one more will be a console. Also, we'll be dealing with something like as Jupyter notebooks. Okay, so maybe when we go and learn about few of the basic Python packages, we'll be learning about. Again, if you are confused what exactly is this Python packages and all, need not to worry. Everything will be walking through step by step with respect to basics of Python. So again, over there we'll be dealing with pandas also. So that will be our EDA. And next we'll be learning about machine learning and its types. Okay, So over here, basically, I would like to tell the two or three major categories when it comes to machine learning. So one will be supervised, other would be unsupervised, and the third is reinforcement learning. So the basic difference, what we can understand with respect to the naming itself over here, with respect to supervised and unsupervised, is basically supervised. A person will be supervising with respect to what exactly is like how exactly the learning should go on for the machine. But the similar example, what we had like in the previous slide, we saw a robot was supervised by a person, so he or she will be supervising. But over here, when it comes to the data, we'll be having some kind of extra feature which will be doing the supervision. So maybe again, once we get more into it, you'll understand. So basically that is the main difference what we'll do with respect to supervised and unsupervised learnings. And also we'll be dealing with few of the extra things like with respect to examples only. So for example, we have recommendation system. So we do come across e-commerce every day in our daily life. So basically we will be like searching like there are many e-commerce platforms like Amazon, Flipkart, which are like notable ones. So their products will be recommended to us. Not talking about anything with respect to advertisements over here, just purely recommendations. So based on your search history, and also based on your previous orders and also those are like kind of recommending systems. And also we'll be going with respect to clustering, so grouping of things. Okay, so again we'll discuss that. Like I will give more insights about clustering later on. Okay, so we'll be dealing that everything of learning, machine learning. So that will be one of the main fundamental chapter which will be dealing completely about machine learning and its types. So we'll be learning about regression, clustering, recommendation systems, as I said earlier. So finally, after that, we'll be dealing with projects. Okay, so this will be after the e-learning. Okay, so basically now we'll be dealing more into theoretical aspects, and also here and there we'll be having examples. When it comes to Python, we'll be like completely working on with respect to examples, everything. So personally recommend everyone to practice as you program. So the only way to learn programming is by doing. Okay, it's not by seeing or learning anything like that. So finally, when it comes to projects, again we'll be seeing more about the other tools which we'll be using, the EDAs. We'll be doing that. So everything what we learn in the e-learning, the first 5 blocks, what we can see on top, we'll be deploying onto that projects. Okay. So that is a overview of what exactly we'll be dealing with this particular course.